Folks, and welcome to the training programming art video on Gavin Coyne Fitness Inner Circle for our membership. Okay, today again we're going to kind of just lightly touch on the training side of things. It's not an exact science, and I need you guys to remember that as you go along. Again, you will find an article, again it's going to be a couple of pages long, on the different training styles that are out there again. So this is just a chart, so again you can kind of watch the video, get your head around it, and just kind of give us a bit of a ballpark video on what's going on. So, repetitions. Again, reps of around 15 to 20 are going to result in an endurance or a capacity, or basically your workload, how much your body can handle. Again, so getting the muscles to kind of contract on quite a high volume then as you go along. Okay, that's probably going to lead to a good bit of get that burn, get that fat loss going on then as well. So the kind of top two here, you're in the kind of fat loss range. So we're going to keep things very simple and straightforward today, just so again, because there's no point in me going into overly technical terms here. You guys aren't trainers, or if you are then as well, I'm not trying to speak trainer talk to you guys then as well as you go along. Okay, the next bracket as we move down is that 12 to 15 and that 8 to 12 range. Okay, this is what you're going to call kind of hypertrophy or functional hypertrophy, which basically means starting to fill out that lean muscle a little bit then as well, just starting to get a little bit bigger. Don't worry girls, you're not going to turn into the Hulk then as well, because you don't have the same testosterone levels that men do as you go along. So again, guys, you're going to get that big chest, those big arms, the shoulders, that nice back, those strong legs. Girls, again, you're going to get those nice lean legs, that nice firm booty that kind of you're all looking for as you go along, okay? And also those triceps, those bingo wings, kind of keep those things at bay as you go along. And then lastly, again, we're kind of in that kind of 4 to 8 and that kind of 1 to 4, so that relative strength and your maximum strength again. So what can you lift for one good clean rep of any moves and as well as you go along. So that's kind of a lot, like I say, a lot of kind of power moves and that kind of thing as you go along, okay? Again, to get any kind of the sets wise, so it's always again sets plus reps, again giving us kind of our total workout then as well. If you're up in the top bracket here, that 15 to 20, I'd recommend a minimum of kind of 3 to 5 reps as you go, or 3 to 5 sets I should say, as you go along then kind of as you're starting off on your program. Then as you move down to that 12 to 15 and that 8 to 12 bracket, maybe stretch it a bit more. Again, you're going to see programs where we have like a 10 by 10, so your German body volume training. Okay, others you can do like a 4 by 12, a 4 by 15, you can do an 8 by 8. So again, there's so many variations on kind of what goes on then as well. So again, you're working that kind of 4 to 10 bracket. And also in our last groupings here, the relative and maximum strength. So again, getting that kind of chasing those big numbers again, getting that big squat, that big deadlift, that big bench. Okay, again, you can be doing multiple sets. You can be doing like a 10 sets of 3. You can be doing a 6 sets wave. Again, just like I said, there's so many options as you go along. So again, that's the basic information. That's kind of a rough ballpark as you go along. The last section here then is your tempo, so how quickly or how controlled you should be doing something. And this is vitally important. You can't just go up and down straight away or fire out that bench as you go along then as well. A 3-0-1-0 or a 2-0-2-0 kind of tempo. So let's say for a squat, you're going to come down for 3 and back up for 1. The zeros represent the bottom and the top position of each move. Again, if there was a number here other than 0, that would indicate that you would pause in that position for that kind of length of time. So let's say that was 3-1-1-0. That would come down for 3, pause for 1, come back up for 1, and repeat without a pause at the top. Okay, these two are fairly good tempos. They're going to keep you strict, keep you honest with your training as well. So then, okay, it's going to come to weight selection as well. Now, the one thing I will say is I'm not mad on giving people an exact weight to lift without seeing them lift it myself with my own 2 eyes. But again, you know, kind of get a view from a trainer in your gym then as well to kind of pair along with kind of your membership here on the inner circle. Okay, so as you come towards, let's take these kind of the 20 reps here. You should be able to progress from rep 1 to rep 15 with relative ease then as well, with the correct tempo that you've selected. Then reps 15, 16, 17 should again feel a little bit harder again, so a bit more challenge. And then reps kind of maybe 17, 18, 19 and 20 really kind of having to push. And those last 2 reps you really got to kind of fight for it. So again, kind of if you get the simple rule being the last 3 reps of every set you would do, be it a 20 rep set or a 12 rep set then as well, those last 2 to 3 reps you really got to kind of, you know, focus in, kind of dig in and kind of really kind of push out then as you go along. Okay, like I said, on the heavier ones at the end as well, like I said, a 1 to 4 or 4 to 8, you're going to notice maybe it feels more resistance early on, and that's just because of the amount that you're lifting then as well. But again, it's all relative again, so the effort here for 20, again, it's still the last 3 kind of give or take. So there you have it, folks, some absolute basic information on training, but please, again, don't be a blinkered horse. Again, understand that the training here is going to be quite varied as you go along. I'm going to try and get up as many different articles, again, giving as much detail as possible, making this absolutely idiot proof then as well. So again, you know what you're kind of getting into, and you know where your volume is. But again, as I would stress, if you're not training with me in person, again, if you're the other side of the world, please go and just kind of run it by a trainer in your local gym or your facility to make sure your technique is safe, and again, and the weight you've selected is kind of appropriate for what you're doing. Okay, folks, thank you very much. Turn it off and go get training. Don't forget, keep planning, persisting, and prevailing. Thank you.